boy, was it great to get back on track with the lock of the night play last week, not just for UFC Des Moines, but also the PFL card, which I'll be honest, kind of weaseled that one out with Oleg Popov getting that decision win against Carl Williams, but I'll take it, especially considering how crappy the lock of the night year has been going as of late. Not only did Oleg Popov get it done, but also Montel Jackson. Way more convincing than Oleg Popov, but not the way that I expected him to. I expected him to go out there and knock out Daniel Marcos, but he seemed a little bit more muzzled than we had seen him as of late, but he still got the job done. And there was no debate about it either. So very happy that Jackson was able to cash as a minus 198 favorite for us as our lock of the night play. That now, again, slowly inching our way out of this hole again. We are now 18-19 on the year for lock of the night plays, minus 38.58 units and a minus 21% ROI. Again, we're on the right track with this past weekend. Let's see. We got a potential of 5 lock of the night plays this week over the 5 events that I'll be covering. May or may not have one for every single event. Again, I don't want to force it as much and ensure that I have a lock of the night play for every card. If there is a spot that I feel, 5 units confident about, I will be pulling the trigger there, which is more often than not. So hopefully we can dig out of this hole there. Quickly, just want to say, hey, we got the video back. Not looking what it normally looks like, obviously, with the move that I had recently. But we are going to get the studio looking nice and prime as we had in the past. Heck, I'm even sitting on a dining chair to do all my stuff now. So once I get my computer chair back and make it look all nice for you guys again, it's going to feel like home once again. But as of right now, got the video back. I want you guys to see my face, that I'm not dead or anything like that, that there's no AI voice taking over for me. So, yes. Got the first part of it back, and now you guys will see the studio slowly getting built out week after week after week, and you can see the progress with first-hand experience, essentially. So it will be nice to have you guys along the ride for that. All right, let's get back to what you guys are here for. That's the top 3 lock of the night candidates, which I've already dropped my lock of the night play on the MMA LOTN Patreon page, which you can find in the link in the description below. Feel pretty good about it. And it is going to be one of these 3 candidates I'm about to give to you guys. Again, only one of them can be the official lock of the night play. Considering how I've been doing this year, if you want to fade it, go ahead and fade it. But if you feel confident in the run, or at least the momentum that I built from this past weekend, you can tail it as well. Once again, check out the MMA LOTN Patreon page for that good stuff. All right, let's get right into it. First candidate up is going to be Jazz Duvicius, who comes in at minus 300 as she takes on Jessica Andrade in a fight that seems pretty binary. I think Jazz Duvicius has a crazy wrestling advantage here, and I think her size advantage will definitely help her out in terms of getting this fight onto the mat, and then from there just getting to positions that she needs to. And I think this will look quite dominant to the point that she actually gets a TKO finish over Andrade. It wouldn't surprise me if she's able to get the same crucifix position she got against Mayra Bueno Silva in her last fight. But I think with her not having to deal with as much resistance or as big of a fighter, this should allow her to establish that top control and then eventually find a spot where she can get the TKO finish. Maybe a submission, but I'm going to lean more so TKO, but it doesn't matter. As long as she gets her hand raised straight up, Jazz Duvicius could potentially cash for us as a lock of the night play. The second lock of the night candidate is going to be the King of Rio, Jose Aldo, as he's taking on streaking Ayman Zahabi, who's looking to show out in front of his hometown crowd in Montreal. But I think this is a very bad matchup stylistically for Zahabi. I think this is a fight that we can see Aldo showcase that he is still very dangerous in the striking realm, which is why guys like Merab Dvalishvili and Mario Bautista want to try to push him against the cage and keep him there rather than allowing him to get into his groove in the striking zone, just as we saw Jonathan Martinez do, and we saw what happened that night. I expect Aldo to nullify any type of grappling approach from Zahabi, which he's not, super good at, or he doesn't have this crazy good wrestling game that would thwart a guy like Aldo who has elite takedown defense. And I don't think he's a good enough clincher where he'll be able to overwhelm Aldo against the cage the way that Bautista did. Look for Aldo to just operate at distance, pick apart Ayman Zahabi, and win this fight on the scorecards. But to get him at that minus 250 range or 15 range, I think is a a bit of a steal here and worthy of his consideration as a possible lock of the night candidate. The third and final lock of the night candidate is not going to be a popular one, but you have to respect the game of welterweight champion. Remember the name, Belal Muhammad, coming in at minus 220 as he goes up against fan favorite Jack Della Maddalena. I think that this will be a great matchup for Belal to exploit the takedown defense and grappling issues in Maddalena's game. And I get it. Maddalena has constantly been working with Craig Jones during this camp to try to improve his jiu-jitsu game enough so that he can either catch Belal in something, create scrambles, create reverse opportunities, but Muhammad's motor, his pace, his pressure, his output is going to be too much for Maddalena, and I think it's going to short circuit his brain here, and that will allow Muhammad to just dictate the pace, get to his wrestling, his mat returns, his control, constantly moving forward, keeping Maddalena in defensive positions, and I think that could lead to Muhammad defending his title successfully for the first time, and still welterweight champion Belal Muhammad, and potentially as a lock of the night play as well. Again, only one of these will be the official lock of the night play. Check the link in the description below for that. Otherwise, I'll see you guys again tomorrow for the chalk or not segment for UFC 315. See you guys then. Peace.